keep in mind as you work with performance equations that these are simply regular pi tags that have certain specific values that we put in things like point source and extended descriptor and location code for scan class, just like any other tag. So these can be any type of tag. You can actually have a performance equation that gives you a digital, using an if-then statement. If flow is greater than 50, then on, else off, something like that. So again, you can see this if you inspect in the regular point builder any of these tags that you're going to be building during the exercise. So if we look at this, point builder here, this tag 0test2, as you can see, it's a tag whose point source is C and whose extended descriptor is simply this special syntax that we're using for doing the calculation. Oh, and by the way, a good example of how this is very similar to the other types of tags is look at location 3. If you look in the notes on this slide, and also if you look in the documentation for performance equations in the server guide, you'll notice that location 3 is simply a toggle to indicate whose timestamp we use when we store the result. Do we use the timestamp at which the calculation was calculated? That's what happens by default. Or if you set this equal to 1, if it's a triggered calculation, event triggered, we'll use the timestamp of the value that triggered the calculation. It's usually going to be very close, but it's a good example of how, just like other interfaces or other types of tags, these location codes are just used to toggle certain functions or certain features.